It's a Saturday. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to have you along with us once again. When I say us, I mean, of course, me and, of course, Samantha as well.
Hey.
There. Now you can say
Now
hey
you can
because
say
now
it,
you're
yeah.
in the screen.
I'm in screen, yes.
Yeah. So why?
Why won't?
It's not often that I turn around to you and say, please can we have a little chat after the show? And
No,
I
I
do
can't.
today, and you go, no, I can't.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I have to go and see a man. I have to pick up my food for the next 7 days. Okay, that came out wrong.
So that came out really
Okay,
wrong.
so over COVID, I've picked up 8 kilos. And I've lost 2, and then I've picked up 2, and then I've lost 3, and then I've picked up 2. Anyways, about 8. And it's making me miserable. And the problem is, last year, my summer clothes and I had a talk. Because we hadn't seen much of each other. And we didn't see much of each other last year. And I just said, look, we can't stay in a relationship where we're not spending time together. Because it's not good for either of us. So I thought what I would do is I would give the relationship a year, from summer to summer.
Okay.
And if by this summer, which seems to be coming very early, if by this summer we weren't a natural fit, then one of us had to go.
You're going to have to split.
Yeah.
It's the clothes. That
Exactly. So, and I love those clothes, so it's bad.
Do you think a lot of people put on weight over COVID because they were sort of binge eating sometimes, and also because they were wearing tracksuits?
I think it was a combination of things. I think it was stress eating. I think it was the fact that the only place you were allowed to go was the supermarket, so you may as well make a job of it. I'm going out to exercise. Oh, darn, I can't do that. But I can eat chuckles on my way. And I think also we got very comfortable in living in what they call athleisure, which is the kind of tracksuit you can wear to Sanson.
Yeah.
And I think it had a lot to do with that. And then, of course, there was that whole thing at Woolworths. You couldn't buy, fashionable clothes. You could only buy, sweats. So I think the government also forced people to be fat. I'm blaming them. Who was it?
It's the government's fault.
Ibrahim Patel, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it's your fault that I put on 8 kilograms. Yeah. Anyway, but it doesn't actually matter now because I've had lots of time to take it off. And I haven't. And it's me.
Okay, well, let's go back to question number 1, which you gave a really dodgy answer to.
Yes.
You said, I'm going to meet a man.
So what I've decided to do, because I did it once before, I'm doing Fit Chef, and full disclosure, I have fully paid for it. This is not an endorsement. But I've done it before, and it's really, it's apparently very nutritious, and they've managed to make it quite tasty for microwave meals. They don't recommend you do it in the microwave. They actually say rather do it in the oven, but if you have to do it in the microwave, I'm like, yeah. Anyway, and you buy 21 days of meals, and then you don't eat bread or sugar for 21 days, and at the end you're cured.
You're cured.
Well, I won't. I need at least 3 weeks of ice cream in order to break the cycle.
I was going to say, where does ice cream come into here? Because
ice cream takeaways, oh my word. Honestly, if no one had a thread count, I would sleep in it. So all of these things that make me happy have to go for 3 weeks so that I can exercise to a point that the weight's back off again and I'm back in. It's not going to be 8 kilos, but I'll get a good 5 off.
Are you going to be impossible to work with? Well, you
Crabby.
are, but
I might be.
Are you going to be
Might
worse?
make for good content. Probably will be a bit crabby, yeah. No, I might not. Actually, apparently it's very nice. And
why do I have to deal with your weight?
I've had to deal with your weight for 30 years.
I don't
Surely
bitch
it's my turn now.
I don't bitch about it.
No, but you just huff and puff around. I mean, if there was a fire, we'd have to leave you here.
I
Let's
huff
see how he
and puff
walks.
around.
He barely moves. He shambles. You do.
Oh my God, I can't
Anyway.
believe you just said that.
I did. So hopefully,
And you haven't even started your diet, and this has started already.
well, it's good to warm up. Anyway. And I had to make room in the freezer as well, like I said.
So what did you take out?
So I ate all the ice cream that was left. Also,
Great,
there was some
great
baked,
start to your
so
diet,
there was also
Samantha.
some baked cheesecake at the back, so I ate that too. Where am I going to put the meals that I have to freeze? And then I also ate a packet of Pringles, although that wasn't because of space, it was just because I was like, there. So and half a packet of chocolate chip biscuits.
Are you good at these diet things?
Yes.
Do you stick to them?
I do.
Do
That's
you?
the awful part. And I know what to do. I know all the moderation stuff. And when I'm swimming really hard, I can eat whatever I want. And the problem is I haven't been swimming really hard, which means I can't eat whatever I want. But the part of me that eats whatever I want has carried on working.
Yes, and the part that swims as hard as you can has not
has
been
not
working.
been doing its, has not been keeping up its end of the bargain, which it will be from now on. So yes, I'm actually very good at these things.
Okay. So,
Would you
I've-
like to try? I can
What?
put you in contact with them.
no, thank you. Corin does the same thing. She gets something from, I don't know, I think they're in Cape Town or somewhere.
That's a long way to get food
No, well, they send them up.
in a plane.
No, they courier them up.
Is it like aeroplane food?
No, it's not. They courier them up in one of those white cooler boxes,
Right?
and it's all frozen.
Yeah.
And she puts it in the freezer, and she says it's nice. I'm not going to try it. I prefer my cooking. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but you like to cook. That's the thing. I hate cooking. I like the idea that somebody's put it already in a little tray with some plastic on the top. I just whip that off. Voila. I cannot stand cooking. I used to love it, and then I had children. And it was just macaroni, cheese, and scrambled eggs on toast. And macaroni, cheese, and scrambled eggs on toast. And eventually a part of me died, and it's never recovered. It's like this dead little seed or a corm or a bulb that needs some kind of light to make it want to work again. But in the meantime, there's the microwave. And I'm a massive fan of the microwave. I know there's all these like health gurus who say that all the nutrients in the food are destroyed, but I don't believe that. If it's still green when it went in, and it was green, it comes out and it's green, it must be fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Says the
Although
one
you are talking to the person who ate
who's put on 8 kilos
And once-
and ate all the ice cream.
and once ate half a tin of tuna out the fridge that had been there for 10 days.
Ew.
But then I was fine.
Ew.
Which just goes to show, really, that when you eat as much rubbish as I have eaten over the past year, you end up with a cast iron stomach. But it must go! I want my summer clothes back.
I have a cunning plan.
What's your cunning plan? Bet it's not very cunning.
No, it's a very cunning plan. Because I know where you live.
So, I know where you live.
I know. But I'm going to get one of those vans that has a loudspeaker system on it to drive past your house once a day when I know you're at home, saying, "Hi there, friendly neighborhood in which Sam Cowan lives. It's Paul's Ice Cream here.
Oh, my word. Well, that was one of the problems.
Come outside. We're giving free scoops away today of our new blueberry and cheesecake ice
Actually, there's a
cream."
blueberry pancake one there at the moment.
Well, this is the new one called blueberry cheesecake.
Oh, okay.
We're giving away free scoops. And if you buy 2 tubs, we'll give you a third one free. Come on, all of you little Samantha Cowans.
No, but ice cream is just the best. It is. Honestly, with Gamblers Anonymous, you can actually get yourself banned from casinos.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I need to be banned from Paul's Ice Cream.
Ice Cream's Anonymous.
Yeah, and Gelato Mania in Cape
Oh.
Town. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. That stuff is like...
You all go in and you sit around in a circle,
Oh.
say, "Hi, I'm Jeremy. And I'm addicted to ice cream."
Hi, Jeremy.
Well, good luck with your diet.
Thanks. I'm sure I'll be lighter by next week. A bit more savage, too.
Can't wait. Absolutely can't.
Don't you have a joke?
Oh, no, I've got a true life story.
Okay,
They're better than jokes.
if you say so.
Yes. Who should we trash?
Who haven't you trashed for a while? Oh, you know who you should trash? You should trash... No, you shouldn't trash Mike, because he always gives me such good jokes about the rugby and things. Trash someone else.
He gives you really bad jokes.
Everyone else thinks they're funny. It's just you who doesn't.
Okay. Let's just think of somebody on the show. Let's trash Advocate Brogden.
I like him, though.
Okay.
Why don't we just go back to... I don't know.
Who?
I don't know. Don't you have another one of those friends with a weird name? Like Spanky or...
Spanky.
Or
You
Piggy
can't
or-
call a friend Spanky.
I don't know. I mean, you've got Chucky and... I don't know.
Okay, let's go back to Tinker.
Okay,
Tinker Taylor.
I remember him.
Tinker Taylor originally came from England.
Mm.
I think he came from Bournemouth or something. You know where he started in South Africa? He started at a hotel in Port Elizabeth.
Okay.
of all the places. I think he only lasted there a week.
Sorry, carry on.
Oh. So Tinker's English teacher was being English
As
and
you do.
being in England.
Okay.
Was very, very prim and proper. Spoke with the most dastardly English accent. Never smiled, as you can see by my face. And her mouth, Mrs. Terrington Smythe, her mouth never moved much. And the one day, Mrs. Terrington Smythe was getting very, very cross with David Tinker Taylor because of his grammar.
Right.
Because you know how important grammar is.
Yes.
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 And she turned around to him at one stage, having perused his workbook.
Right.
And she said, "Taylor." And he said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Taylor, your grammar is absolutely awful." And he said back to her, and this is why he was sent to the headmaster, he said back to her, "Well, madam, you may not know it, but your grandpa is an absolute." And then we'll leave it,
Yeah, also.
I think.
You think I'm going to be in a bad mood when I've not eaten? You should see me when we cut this tape. Cut the tape. Right. You don't get to say words like that when we're on the show. No, you don't. This is not how we work. This is not how we act. No, it isn't.
Is it called Samantha Today?
Would it like it to be Jeremy Mansfield all by himself on a Saturday morning? Because it can be like that. It can.
Well, it's done.
I'll speak to the editor. And I'm going now.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.